hurt.
Welcome back, Fox Racing News. I'm Greg Rolls in the studio with Andy Locklear. Hey, if you've seen the Fast and the Furious, you probably know more about trip racing than the two of us put together. But for the rest of us, actually, we have a brief introduction into the world of drifting.
Drifting is navigating through a designated course, a race course, but you want to keep the back end swinging. You want to keep the back end loose, and you're steering full lock to full lock, transitioning through the turns. Drifting is similar to dirt track racing in that you employ some of the same technique. However, you're not in a time situation. You're chasing another car in a tandem drift battle, which is in a competition. The lead car will go through the course. The follow car attempts to stay as close to him as possible without passing. You want to imitate his line or better his line in order to make the win. You look at 3, sometimes 4 factors in drifting. There is line, which is your travel through the actual racing line, a designated racing line that you would follow on any race course. Speed, and speed refers to how you enter the course and how you maintain that speed. Whether you're lifting before you initiate, whether you're lifting in the turns. And next is angle. You want to maintain as much steering angle through the turns and constantly transitioning full lock to full lock, steering lock on the steering wheel as much as possible. Impact is the 4th, and that usually is excitement of the run and tire smoke and everything that goes into it. We typically enter here in this small course about 50 to 60 miles an hour. That's usually around 3rd gear for most drivers. However, in some of the larger courses, you can enter it up to 100 miles an hour.
I like that.
Drift cars need to be rear-wheel drive cars. That could be any rear-wheel drive car with any amount of horsepower. It can be anything from 60 horsepower to 600 horsepower, depending on your skill level and your wallet. Approximately 7 years ago, I was approached by the owner of the Myrtle Beach Speedway and the general manager. He wanted me to come out here and bring my friends and others. We were coming out here and do drag races, burnouts, drifting, and it's evolved from there. We've been doing an event here every month for the last 7 years, thanks to Myrtle Beach Speedway. Next live event is here Sunday, September 9th at Myrtle Beach Speedway. We'll start running at 12 o'clock and won't stop until 7. It is round 5 of our series points competition, but there's practice all day long. You can come out $10 and spectate, or you can pay $15 and actually ride along in these cars on the drift course.
How can viewers at home get involved and maybe race themselves?
They can come out here, pay the $50 to practice, have a rear-wheel drive car and some spare tires. We go through a basic technical inspection to make sure everything is present safety-wise on the car. It's got all its lug nuts, it's not leaking any oil or fluids, and have a helmet, a DOT legal helmet. We'll give you some basic instruction if you need it. There's plenty of drivers that are more experienced and definitely willing to teach the newcomers, and that's all it takes.
And why were you
newcomers.
saying that?
Looks like you and I could go out and maybe do a little drift racing, I would think.